All right, so when is it time to move on? Woo, now we're going to get into it, right? So enforcing policy. So let policy govern your company, not feelings. You know, I did that in the beginning. It was like, dude, this guy's just so frustrating. I can't handle this. I got to let him go. I wasn't communicating. So he didn't know he wasn't underperforming. You got to set the standard. So if you fail to stand behind your word and don't cut people loose who fail to meet standards. So you weaken your company morale and the respect of your team by keeping him. Oh, he was late 4 times. Yeah, but he's really good. We still got to hang on to him because then everybody's going to be late. Love you. You're great, man. You're doing an absolute awesome job. You know, customers love you, but you're late. Got to let you go. You know, 3 strikes, you're out. You know, it has to happen. It's hard to fire somebody, but sometimes it is necessary. Do it in a spirit of love. I had to let an office girl go because she was creating gossip. The technicians were saying the sales guys sucked. The sales guys were saying the technicians sucked. And she was just feeding it every day because that's like the main hub, right? Technicians come in, sales guys come in. And I was like, look, you know, this isn't working out. Then she started losing me jobs in the morning because she was like, you know, in the morning it was raining. She didn't call the customer. The customer took off of work to meet the guys, and he was expecting them. And the customer calls in, and he's like, your guys aren't here yet. She's like, it's raining. Oh my goodness. I'm like, oh my goodness. So the guy calls me. He's a business owner too. I'm like, I am so sorry. I said, I will be out there right now. I came over and I was like livid. Didn't even say anything. Got the guys. We went out there and made the guy completely happy. That would have been a $900 job lost. You know what I mean? Because of that. So we went out there, made it right, had 2 meetings with her to get it right. Still nothing. After the 3rd one, I said, look, I have to let you go. It's not improving. You know, we had this. You set the standard up, and then if they don't meet it, if they fix it, great. If they don't, love you, right? And then she like broke down crying. She had some things going on. I prayed over her. I said, love you. You know, you're going to do great, just not here. You know, you're going to have to find somewhere where it's a good fit for you.
Are you documenting that party?
Yep, pizza party.
Are you documenting that?
What's that?
Are you documenting that?
You have to document it. When they're dismissed, you know, they sign off on it.
All the counseling, it's like the verbal, the
Oh, yeah. That's in that company file that we were talking about. So all those verbal warnings go in their company file. I literally had a guy steal his company file. I had, he was going to be my GM. Young guy, on fire, doing great. Well, I was like, all right, yeah, you got this, man. You're doing pretty good. Well, then he started showing up in his golf shoes, coming in, getting his thing, and then leaving. And then what did that do for my morale for my company? Started going down. They're like, this guy's not even here. He's supposed to be the GM and sales director, right? No. Then he came in and he got mad at something for one of his paychecks because I was like, dude, you weren't here. I docked his pay. You know, make a wake-up call. And so he was like, you can't do that. You got mad at me or whatever. Well, anyway, he ended up stealing because he had keys to the whole building and everything, right? He stole his company folder. Then I come to find out my competitors, he blocked me on Facebook. He was online. I work for the largest company, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't say any names, right? But he's like, I'm starting my own company now. I have this 12-volt SureFlow pump, and I don't know how to make the rig, and how do I do it and all this. I literally had 6 people copy and pasting the messages. And I'm like, he's like, did this guy work for you? Like, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, obviously. So I go, and sure enough, I look at my security camera. Him and his girlfriend pull up to the front door, and he goes in the building. He comes out with this box. He's like hiding it. He like locks the door and gets in his car. And he stole a SureFlow pump, and I don't know how he didn't know how to build a soft wash rig. That kind of blew my mind because I showed him like how many times, you know what I mean? And so that kind of was a wake-up call to me because sometimes I think people know what they know, but they don't. So I was like shocked. He couldn't even make a 12-volt pump and a thing to spray a roof. I was just like, wow, you do not need to own your own business.
Did you have that non-compete with him also?
I did, yep. Yeah, he ended up going to jail. Yep. Yeah, I called, yeah. Oh, yeah.
North Carolina, you have to document, I forget how many, like, counseling sessions or whatever it is, how many reprimands, you have to document them because if not, when they file unemployment, that money comes out of your bottom line.
And that's exactly right, yeah.
So you have to document it.
And
if
that's
there's
where that
no
company
documentation
folder.
of it, then you'll have to pay out for it.
We're a right to work state now. You can tell them you're fired. I don't like the way you brush your teeth.
Yeah, that is
You can
here.
fire them for any reason, but you'll still have to
You
pay
still
out
pay
employment.
I got
Yeah.
it.
You gotta have a company file on them. Yeah.
Well, that's like your wife was saying. She's so on point with it that you guys have only had one person go through to actually get the unemployment, and that's only because she didn't get the piece of mail in time
Yeah, that's right.
to
Yeah.
dispute it.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so it is not a method of retaliation, by no means. This is not a method of retaliation. Help them on the next thing in their lives and show your other team members that you mean what you say. Hence the pizza party. So do you guys all know what a pizza party is? Jack knows what a pizza party is. So if we let somebody go, hey, Friday we're having your pizza party, you're welcome to come. I'm going to show the whole team that, unfortunately, he didn't make it. Love you, right? And we'll have a pizza party for him. So we have a little office. Oh, who got laid off last week? Oh, it was, John Smith. Oh, okay. What happened? You know what I mean? So now they're like, shoot. Then they don't want a pizza party. Now they're going to straighten up real quick, right? So you got to set that example within your company.
You ever have people come to their pizza party?
I think we had one guy come to the pizza party, yeah. One guy did show up. But other than that, no. All right, so some recommendations, guys. The book No Fail Hiring is a good read. I would recommend that. And then there's the videos. I'm a visual guy. I can read a book, but I got to read it like 5 times before it really sinks in. But you can go to whatismanager.com. There's like 36 winning business tips. I recommend that. That way you can kind of go through there. You can use them for your team. Let them go through it. And then, of course, coaching program, which is the Conquer program through AGSX. So if you guys don't know that, let me know. We can, get that over to you. So we'll take a 15-minute break. Well, actually a 10-minute break here, and then we're going to jump into the next one.